Gotta unmute. Thank you so much for being here. I gotta set up my Facebook Live and all that jazz. I am gonna get ready to set this up, boo. Get ready to set this up. What's this? Share to the news feed. Perfect. Getting ready, getting ready. Brand new futures on Instagram. There we go. Checking the connection. Woohoo. All right. Let's see what we're doing here now. Only, why does it say only me? Public. All right, and then we're gonna call it. Getting ready to set this up. I don't know why they don't let me set this up from before. But anyways, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. This is like the recording part before I actually get everything together. Just enjoy Dean Frazier with me here. There we go. Boom. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Just setting this up. I don't know why it asked me all these things late. Like, I wish it would have asked me before. Gonna be talking about self-gaslighting today. There, perfect. I hope it's correct. All right, yeah, man. 31, boom. What did I do? What did I do? Must select an activity. What did I need to ask me today? Oh. There we go. Boom. Boom. Let's see if it's working now. Hey, Victoria, you know, some forget to turn on Instagram. Thank God I didn't say anything naughty. I forgot that I already turned on Instagram over there. What, Victoria? Should my phone get interrupted? I didn't want to turn on this phone to watch the comments on Facebook. All right, another Sunday. Where you going from the Frazier instrumental? What the hell are going? I go back to home. If I get a warning this week, I'll fix it. Good. Morning. Happy Sunday. I have to plug in my phone. I didn't realize my phone isn't working. It have enjoyed it same way? Yeah, Victoria. Good there. Bring. Right, we never realized that the phone dead. I want to watch the comments same time. Morning. God damn, it's dead. It's dead. Well, morning. I'm excited to be here. What am I doing? Woo. I was trying to play instrumentals, but now it's lyrics, music with lyrics. All right. Bantan Moja, taking you right to Jamaica. Send a that, Victoria. Me want the instrumental. Me don't want a problem with no copyright, Riri. Anyways, I normally get exactly. I normally get it seems as though this one doesn't have the thing, but I wanted to just get an instrumental. I'm talking to Victoria over on Instagram, people. Oh, I don't know where the music just went on me like this. I'm gonna try to find what I was actually looking for. Where is it? I don't understand. Oh, what is going on? I said Dean Frazier. Some of you not gonna understand what's going on. Just enjoy the vibes in the meanwhile. Just a second. Hi, but if you pin that comment, they are okay with it. Pin the comment, Victoria. Oh, Jesus. We're coming up now. Critical Conversations with Monique. Today we're going to be talking about self-gaslighting. This is a real thing. Hi. Janavi underscore K13 is in India. How are you? You're in Hubli? In Hubli, right? Yeah, man. Cool. Hi, Dr. Daisley. How are... Dr. Daisley, what are you doing here? Hold on. Thank you. Yes. Lady Betty in Uganda. We shall greet each other in person one day. Yeah, man. All right, cool. I just leave. Good morning, Nicole Barrett. Good morning, good morning, good morning. My phone is finally turning on because I want to monitor Facebook from here. Just don't worry yourself. Enjoy the vibes. Jessica, good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday. We have breath in our bodies. You know, did you realize we woke up? It is amazing to me. Like, wow, you know, thank you for waking me up this morning. Some didn't wake up this morning. We're going to be talking about self-gaslighting today. Just wanted to get this thing organized. I know why. Oh, perfect. My phone is talking to me now. My phone is talking to me now. And yes, it is winter, but I was hot a while ago. I just finished a presentation and I got hot. And I said, geez, it was so exciting. I got hot. This is Dean Frazier, instrumentals from Jamaica, obviously. She's so Jamaican. I'm just living my life, loving my life, and I hope you find the joy, find a way to do it as well. You know, in spite of stress, in spite of problems. All of us have problems, issues, bridges to cross. Yeah. All right, so I just want to open this on Facebook so I can monitor here. I didn't realize my phone was super, super dead. Okay, I will come back to that, Genevieve. Just give me some time here. And isn't it late for you? What time is it? 10, well, it's not too bad. It's 10 p.m. over there in India. Awesome. Just hold a vibration, man. Just chill. When you don't have, when you have all kind of problem, you're wondering, I don't know, did you lose? I mean, so many of our lives have been turned upside down during this year, right? Hey. Right? Job gone, office lock, right? Stressful, right? Because the bills still keep on coming in, right? And we're just transitioning. Just embrace it. Just embrace it. Laughter, like I said, laughter is my coping mechanism in life, okay? So I could be in a burning house with you right now. I'm going to be laughing. I'm going to say, just wait a minute. Did you see that? And you're like, Jesus, Monique, what are you talking about? And I'm like, stay calm. It's good. If you miss it, you're going to miss the joke. You're going to miss the joke. So stay calm. I already have it mapped out how we're getting out of this burning house. So stay calm and breathe easy. All right. All right. So listen. So for some of you know, others don't know, I identify as a social worker by profession, okay? My previous studies were actually, software engineering. What? I didn't find it too fun, but I finished that program so as not to disappoint my father in particular. Anyways, software engineering, then I did marketing, then 10 years of life and marriage and children and all of this type of thing. And then I ended up working at a shelter that serves persons experiencing homelessness. One thing led to another. I said, what's going on here, right? And I decided to pursue social work. And it's been the most enjoyable time or period. Maybe it's maturity, it's life experience. I don't exactly know what it is. It's all of these things. I do know what it is. I'm lying. Okay, but I've certainly enjoyed it so much. And so because of all of that critical reflection and then seeing the world and the systems around us in a new way, I mean, I love to just share. I continue to share. So even though I am not a practicing social worker, I identify as one, and I love to bring these conversations to the fore because a lot of them are common experiences, right? It's all common experiences. And if it's not you, then maybe it's someone that you know. And once you're in awareness, you can identify what's happening. As I said, maybe it's in your own life, or maybe it's in someone else's life, in the other's life. Okay. Now, last week we talked about self-invalidation. This week, we're talking about self-gaslighting. Can you imagine self-gaslighting? So, of course, as usual, I have my little notes right here to keep me on track while I'm sharing with you. Hi, Arun. Hi, Arun. I was actually just speaking with your daughter on Instagram. I love this social media and I find it quite fun. So in this period of social isolation, well, social distancing, which can be isolating, I really, really enjoy this. So thank you so much for taking the time to even watch a bit of it, few minutes, whichever. Maybe you're watching it live or maybe you're watching it later in the week. Thank you so much for being here. This is what I was looking for. Just come, you know? Dean Frazier from Jamaica. Yeah, man. All right. Gaslighting. I remember when I first heard the word, it was one of those words that I said, gaslighting. Gaslighting, what is that? Right? What is that? So gaslighting, and I just want to make sure that I have, hey Benedict, Wapen. Wapen. Listen, gaslighting. So it's a term, it actually originates from an old movie. Okay, literally, the term gaslighting comes from a movie. And apparently in this movie, I didn't watch the film, okay, but in this movie, the husband every evening was bugger. He would turn down, right? What he did, he turned down the gaslight so lower and lower each night, right? He was doing it on purpose to disorient his wife. And whenever she would notice, you know, she said, oh, is it a little bit lower today? He said, no. Sorry, I laugh at everything. I apologize. But he said, no, he did this on purpose to make the woman think that she was going crazy. You understand me? So this is where the term gaslighting comes from. So as you can see, it's a psychological tactic, all right? So in order to gain power and control, or to exert power and control over the other, that's frankly what it is, gaslighting. So when we talk about self-gaslighting, all right, so that is where you're having these conversations in your own head, right? So at the end of the day, you start to lose trust in your own emotions and your own thoughts. You start to question yourself, no, because here is your loved one or the other, right, who actually is trying to manipulate you and control you, right? Now you've been in that space for so long that you're like, oh my God, maybe I am going crazy. Maybe it is right. Maybe I'm making too much of a fuss, right? And we have to realize and be cognizant that these are behaviors, right, that can often develop even right from childhood, right? So if you consider a child growing up in a toxic home, right, in a toxic home, where their feelings are invalidated, right? And children, oh God, they're children, right? They're just discovering themselves, learning about their identity, exploring and navigating their family structure, school, so on. So if they're constantly being told, why are you crying for that? Or, you know, you're too whiny, you know, constantly, right? So then they start to internalize that type of thinking, like, oh, maybe they're right. Right? So as that child or that individual continues to mature and they bring those learned behaviors now into relationships, well, gotta have them. You understand? All right. I want to share some more here. Perfect. So again, with the whole concept of gaslighting, so remember, they're trying to control the other. And they will often do things right now. So they know what they're doing is wrong, you know, they know. And they may be sensitive and detect that, you may detect that in your own being, okay? So then what they will do also is then try to counter those behaviors that they're projecting their shite onto you by occasional things that appear to be loving or caring. But you watch it. Remember, talk is cheap. Talk is very cheap. Anybody can say anything, right? Watch the actions of the other. Because for somebody that is, gaslighting the other, then quite often some action that they're taking would actually be self-serving. So it appears, it would appear as if they're doing something to your benefit or to help you, but take a closer look. Quite often it's some self-serving, okay? Something is serving them in their feigned love, they're feigning care, right? But remember, love is selfless, all right? And too many people are full of themselves, and so they're not being authentic and genuinely loving the other. So really we have to be mindful of ourselves, we have to learn to respond. I've been talking about this and I will continue to help us become mindful just of our own selves, our own self, what we're experiencing, right? What it is that we're experiencing. Just be still and know, right? Because if you feel that this person, you know when somebody did something and you're like, why are they trying to hurt me? Be mindful of that. I don't care if I don't care if you're gonna say, oh, that's your partner or that's your parent or whoever it is in your life. It doesn't matter, right? Be mindful now. This person did something to purposely, an insensitive comment, some hurtful action they took against me, and then turning around talking about that it's for my benefit, or trying to, a lot of gaslighters, they're isolating you, right? They are quite often, they will try to isolate you from the others or make you question whether or not the other persons that they're trying to, maybe it's your family members, maybe it's your other family members that they're trying to isolate you from, right? To cut you off so that they can continue to control it. They're projecting their shite on you. They are, right? So we have to be mindful of that and set boundaries. It's okay. You got to love yourself first. Please, you got to love yourself first. And I don't care. I dated quite a bit in the past, right? I dated quite a bit in the past. And hey, sorry, just responding to somebody on Instagram. And sorry, I lost my trail of thought. No, damn. Anyways, but we have to learn to love ourselves first. As I said, I was dating before, obviously before I got married, dated. And I was not shy about ending the relationship. I said, listen, I love you, but I love myself more. So bless you. Have a good life. It done. Leave me alone now. All right. I was never, ever shy about ending a relationship because quite often complacency sets in, right? Quite often complacency sets in and then things just fall off the wagon there, right? So again, if you grew up and you have to be mindful of your own space in your own self and be able to call out the nonsense, call it out, because you are smart, your emotions are valid, okay? And so being mindful that what the other is doing is wrong. And if they genuinely love you, if they genuinely care for you, then they're going to do something about it. Can we have an honest conversation here, letting the other know that is not correct and I won't take it anymore. You understand? So, but now we have to be mindful because if you've been in that space for so long, you don't even realize, right? Because over time, gaslighting can become deeply internalized, very deeply internalized. And it takes somebody, because you can't see the picture when you're in the frame. You can't, okay? So it takes someone else coming in, seeing what's going on and having an honest but hopefully caring conversation, right? If someone cares about you. Hey, Samara. Hey, girl. How you doing on Facebook? What's up? Yeah. If they genuinely care about you, they're going to see you hurting or make you aware that, this is not right. This is not right. You know that, right? All right. So, I mean, just learn to respond to yourself. When you detect, we're all intuitive. We are all intuitive. I know we talk about women's intuition. We are all intuitive. Most of us have forgotten how to listen. Most of us have forgotten how to listen, right? Good. So we got to learn how to detect our own thoughts, be still with our own selves. Meditation is quite good, right? Sorry, one second. Meditation is a good thing. Getting up in the morning, taking care of yourself. When I started exercising, it's something that I want. Hi, Maxine. How you doing? When I started exercising, for example, it's something that I decided on my own that I wanted to do for myself, right? I was in a space before where I was questioning, right, myself, and you do it too. We're all insecure. We're all insecure, but at different levels of insecurity. You understand me? So I know that I've had my insecurities where I question: is that what's really going on, right? But now growing, evolving into this space where I can say, no, Monique, no, you actually, no, that's right. You detected the feeling for a reason. Being still to slow down and explore that, it's important, right? So here we are. Here we are. I want to share the word again on boundaries, but also the thing that you want to couple, or we all, not you, but me too. I'm still practicing it. I practice boundaries with my kids. I practice boundaries even with my kids. All right. I tell them, I say, listen, it's 9 p.m. now. You got to go to bed. All right. Because I'm no longer your mother right now until tomorrow morning. Go take rest because I need a break now too. Good night. I love you. God bless you. Bye-bye. And that's it. So boundaries are important, and walk away from relationships and spaces that don't serve you. Earlier this week, I posted on my Facebook an article about it's Issa Rae. Love Issa Rae. If you're not familiar with Issa Rae or her work, she's now on HBO. She has her program, her show Insecure. But she started out with Awkward Black Girl on YouTube. Really brilliant. I'm so proud, like so excited when I see her journey. It's just awesome. Anyways, in this article, so she was even talking about friendship breakups that can be just as devastating as romantic ones, right? It can be just as devastating. I know that I've had mine, and I'm just in a space where I'm thankful, like I remain thankful. And I think that's somewhere that we all have to center ourselves daily, like a daily check-in. And when I say daily, it could be every hour. John Assaraf does this every hour. I was listening to a training with him. He does this every single hour. He does this just seeing Facebook now. He does this every hour. He will stop, breathe, check in. How am I doing? Right? So along with those boundaries, you also want affirmations, right? I am worthy. I am enough. I am awesome, right? You want, and listen, YouTube is awesome. Go check it out. Go whatever affirmations you're looking for, go check it out. And slowly over time, you're going to remember that, yeah, you are worthy, and you are awesome, and you are deserving of a fantastic life, whatever your definition of that is, right? And you do deserve loving spaces, loving friendships, right? Loving partnerships, right? You are worthy. So it's a process. It's a process when we are, and depending on where you are, I don't know your story, listening to this, watching this, if you're watching live, right? I don't know your story, but I do know that you have a little voice down in you. You can detect your feelings. You can detect it. What's really going on in this space, right? Am I supposed to still be here, or should I move on, right? Remember, they said there's that old expression about persons come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Those lifetime people, they are few and scattered far in between. So if you have even one good friend, friend, one good person, all right, in your life. Give thanks and praise for them. You understand? Give thanks and praise for them. All right, I'm just gonna take a little break here. I'm gonna check my Facebook, what's going on. Kiki Brown with your Kiki Brown. Jesus Christ, every time I see Kiki Brown, I said, what's your name again? It's not Kiki. Jesus Christ, I'm getting old, Kiki. God damn. Your name is Tamisha. Damn, that tricked me with the blinking Kiki. Kiki and I went to high school together back in Jamaica. Samara Garth, one love, big up yourself. We just met, what was it, in a social worker group, I believe? Forgive me, but I believe it was a social worker group. She's a fabulous lady over there, Samara Garth. I still have to learn more about Samara and what it is that she's doing, because I know she's doing some great work over there. Her personality just shines. I love it. Shelly Ann, how you doing? How you doing, morning? Down there in Texas, that's awesome. Randy, if you're still there or not, doesn't matter. Big up yourself. I met Randy in Halifax last year, so that's pretty awesome. And Yenny, oh my God, Yenny, I need to call you. I need to call you, Yenny, because we should do coffee. We should certainly do coffee. And Stacy O'Reilly, that's a cousin of mine. That's a cousin of mine. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. All right, Samara, we're Samara. Yes, I believe so. We're long lost friends, right? We knew each other from another life. Now this is live, and I don't care what's going on. My son is talking to me. What you say? I can't read it. Oh, what is? You should bring back the what? We are talking about. May I discuss this with you after I'm actually live? Is it okay to discuss the Christmas ornaments afterwards? I love him. Hey, anyways, yeah, man. So this is me, and I'm just being me. I can only be me, and I hope you learn to just be yourself too. Because let's remember Dr. Seuss. What did he say? Be yourself. Say who you are, and just say how you feel. Because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter, they don't mind, because they know you, they love you, genuinely so, authentically so. Be your authentic self. I don't care what's going on. Okay, be your most authentic self, because you got to live with you. Relationships can change, marriages could break down, whatever. You change jobs, you change your recreational club. I don't know what you're doing. You know what you're doing, right? You don't have to be in spaces that are not serving you. Now, mind you, I'm not, so we're talking about toxic spaces. Let's be clear. We're talking about toxic spaces, okay? And getting out of your own head, because in your own head can be so toxic, and it takes time. It takes time to build yourself back up, to believe in yourself. I know that you're awesome, right? I don't know the trauma that you have been through. I've been through my own fair share of trauma. It doesn't appear. It doesn't appear that way, but that's because I hold on to joy. I told you, laughter is my coping mechanism with life. I laugh after everything. I can find some joy in any situation. I say, and at the times when I said, Jesus, why the hell did this happen? Lord have mercy, God have mercy. It has stressed me. I'm like, why did this thing? I don't care. I said, geez, why? I don't question it. I actually don't. I said, you know what? And this is a practice I've had for the past 20 years. 20 years ago, I went through something extremely, well, at the time felt devastating, but I had learned to find my joy and just be grateful that this thing happened. At the times when I experience things that I don't quite understand, like, oh, Lord have mercy, Jesus have mercy. Why did this thing happen, Lord Jesus? I don't question it. I say, thank you. I say, thank you. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful that this thing happened. I don't know why it happened, but I say, Father God, Mother Earth, I'm going to trust that there is some reason that I don't know why it happened as yet, but I am trusting that it is to my benefit. You heard me? I'm dead serious now. Find something, find some nugget. So we have to actually invoke our critical self-reflection skills, all right? Our critical reflection skills as we examine the relationships in our lives. Examine them and talk the truth. The truth hurts. What's that lady name, that singer? What's her name again? What's her name again? Jesus, Lizzo. I love that song. That her album, whatever. Truth hurts, right? It's true. And I mean, I have been in spaces, flavor promotions on Instagram, big up yourself. So now I have been in spaces whereby, in conversations, I should say. So in that time and space of the conversation, I'm talking with someone and I'm calm. I'm not being, I'm watching my intonation, my choice of words to deliver the message. Okay. And it was someone that had reached out to me and we were moving along in the conversation. I can't remember exactly I really don't, to be honest with you. I really don't exactly, but I remember I was in China. I was living in Chinatown, whatever, talking to this lady long distance, whatever the case. And I stated a fact because it was something that obviously was obvious, okay, to the person and to myself, which is why I mentioned it. And this lady looked at me and she said, how could you say that? And I said, at the time, no, mind you, this was like a good 7 years ago, at least, anyways, or something. And she said, how could you say that? And I said, did I lie? Did I said, did I lie? And she said, no, but I can't believe you said it. Hey, I'm not, let me tell you something right now. I'm going to just tell you right now. You see me? I just keep it real. However, thankfully, over time, through maturity, I have learned that, you know what, some persons just aren't ready to hear. And I test in conversation. I will say something, in just say whatever it might be that's flowing in the flow of the conversation. And that person, now I'm going to check where they are, because some persons aren't ready to have the most honest conversations. They're not ready. And that's okay. See you when you get there. If you ever get there, I see you when you get there. All right. Yeah. And that's okay, because maybe I don't know where they are in their head. I don't know their experiences. Maybe they're self-gaslighting themselves. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Once I know my intention behind my communication with the other is coming from a positive place, you understand me? It is what it is. I didn't say it to hurt you. I said it to help you. Right? But some persons, man, it's like, I'm going to just go a little bit off topic here because I got to get this out now. So you have persons know, let me tell you something. You see me? I'm always open to receiving information, for example. I'm always open, right? So for example, I had this conversation with this is some time back now. And the response from the person was highly offensive. And I said to myself, oh my God, look at that. Look at that. But the person's actions didn't tell me anything about myself necessarily, because within myself, I knew my intentions were positive. You understand me? Right? Their actions, other people's actions tell you who they are. Remember that. Please remember this. You understand me? Once you can learn to be still in yourself and right? You say, no, man, this not right. Or want to change this about myself, or this no longer serves me, right? Yes, it's okay to be selfish in that way, because what? Remember, we have to love ourselves first. We have to take care of ourselves first. How can we be good to the other? You can't serve the other, what you say, from an empty vessel. How are you going to serve the other, right? So we got to learn to build ourselves up. So again, affirmations, positive affirmations. Go turn on YouTube now. Right? Go switch on YouTube. Just Google positive affirmations. You're going to find the one that you like. So if you're in a space where you grew up, I don't know, maybe you grew up in a toxic home environment. I don't know your story. You know it, right? All right. Then maybe you're in that space that you're so far down that it's going to take a while to build yourself up. Be patient with yourself on your journey. Be patient with yourself and learn to laugh at yourself. Learn to laugh at yourself as well. Oh, what is now? Let me just check back. Pete can too. Yeah, man. So you're a product of your own environment. Exactly. So I like that, right? So Pete said something that we all know. He just reminded us. Thank you, Pete. So Pete says, you are a product of your own environment. Now, Exactly. That's what we're talking. That's what we're saying, right? We're saying the same thing, right? Good. We are saying the same thing. Perfect. Now listen. As a child, right? Child is innocent. As we mature and become adults, now we have resources available and we live in the digital age. Hey, there are no boundaries. What would you like to learn about today? Go Google it. I'm assuming you have access to the internet because you're here or you're listening. You're listening to the recording later, right? What is it that you wish for your life? What type of space would you like to be in, right? As humans, I believe that we all just really want to live a pleasant life. Whatever that definition is for you. You understand me? Whatever the definition of a pleasant life is for you, because nobody else can determine that but you. So as adults now, it's like, I was listening to some training again years ago by Les Brown. Love Uncle Les Brown. and so he's talking about what the hell did he say? He said about, you invite persons to join a webinar or participate in some seminar, whatever. Buy a book. Hey, buy a book that could help you grow mentally. Everything starts here, I think, therefore I am. You understand me? So we have to be mindful of our thoughts. Thoughts are things for real. You understand me? Thoughts are things. So we got to be mindful of that self-talk. What's going on in your head? What are you talking about in your quiet conversations? Gianluca, fratello, buongiorno, va bene. Okay, so that's my brother-in-law over there in Italy. So here you have it. Affirmations and boundaries, being aware, learning to respond, right? Not react. Learning to, and this is a process, people. It's a process. Learning to respond, being aware. It's like, for example, you may be a business person. I don't know. Or maybe you're considering to start a business. I don't really know your story. You know your story, all right? So now, you're going to be not only faced with the task of putting everything together, you're also going to be faced with the emotional challenges that come with entering new spaces. You're going to question yourself. Self-doubt. Is this thing really going to work out? What's going to happen here? Or maybe it's your ego. Maybe you're like, geez, I can't do something like that. It looks good, but I don't know about it. You understand me? Right? Fear. And fear can come from ignorance as well. All right. Remember, information doesn't cost, but it can be highly expensive when you don't have it, my friends. Okay. And probably that's why I love receiving information. I have people contact me, said, hey, can I tell you about this thing? I said, what is the thing? I'm going to have the conversation, at least have the conversation so I can be aware. I don't know what I don't know, and I don't know everything, and neither do you. Or maybe you do, I don't know. I don't, and I'm not trying to know everything either. You understand me? That's overwhelming, right? Information doesn't cost, but it can be very expensive when you don't have it. So I'm always open, like, okay, what are you talking about? Tell me about it. What are you talking about? And I'll ask the questions, and then I'll come to a conclusion, whether or not this may be of interest to me or not, right? But I'm going to ask the questions. Sometimes I'll just at least ask, okay, well, sure, send me the website. Let me take a look. At least let me take a look in my quiet time. I don't need, and you don't have, that's just the thing. You don't need to be pressured to do anything you don't want to do. I don't care who's coming to you with their information, right? If you don't want, just say, listen, I appreciate you, but now is not the right time for me to receive that information. Whatever it might be, I don't know where you are, what you're doing over there, whatever. I'm simply encouraging you to be open. We're too negative as human beings. We know this. As children growing up, we're told no, 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 no. So why do you think people are so negative in society? Damn. People are so negative. You understand me? And so constantly in our house, I'm constantly mindful of the delivery. I'm not perfect. And when I'm wrong, and I apologize to my children. I apologize. I said, you know what? I apologize. I was hungry a while ago. My head's hurting me. I apologize. That didn't come out right. Let me try again. You understand me? When you're wrong, right? So you got to learn to be authentic. Got to learn to be authentic. Be honest, no man, with yourself. Be in tune with your emotions, right? Be in tune. Wake up. Start to wake up and live again, people. The whole world is, well, so much of the world is sleeping, right? And we have to start to think again. We have to start to think. And so back to the conversation about business persons fearful of entering new spaces, for example. The whole world is in transition right now. Maybe you're thinking about innovative things that you need to do to move your life forward to secure your future for yourself, for your loved ones. I don't know what your story is. You do, right? Fear is a normal feeling. Are you alive and breathing? Fear is normal. All right. Now it's how you respond to it. That's going to make the difference in your life, in my life, right? I've done things where I'm scared. All right. I'm going to tell you, if you don't know. Hi, Jose Ramos F92 on Instagram. How are you? Perfect. So I've done things that I'm scared of. 20 years ago, 2021, whatever, it doesn't matter. So I used to host a live video request show in Jamaica. It was fun, but the first time, first of all, opportunity came and I said, yeah, I'll do that, no problem. And I had never been in that time, like that sort of situation before, whereby I had to be hosting a live television show. I'm a little bit potty mouth. A little bit, a lot of it, depending, but you get the point. And so now I was in a situation whereby I had to be mindful of what I'm saying, how I'm showing up on camera. And even when I'm not feeling good, well, I had to be there every Saturday evening. Hi, but thankfully I'm just a joyful person. So I don't have to reach too far to find my joy. And I wish the same for you. I really, really do. I wish the same for you. Get around people who lift you up, who build you up, and get rid of the people who no longer serve you. And you don't need to feel guilty about that. You don't. It's okay. You understand me? Unless you're twins, then most likely you came into the world by yourself, maybe, right? All right. So over here, just a second now. Let me check in with Instagram. So over on Instagram, hi Flavor Promotions. Well, Flavor Promotions, clearly you're Caribbean descended, right? Obviously, Flavor. Hey, all right. So Flavor Promotions _ on Instagram is asking, how do you break the cycle of fear of getting rejection? Do you know what I felt just a while ago, even just reading that? Just being aware of it. That's the first step, in my opinion. Maybe you have some other comments to share here, but that coming into the awareness, that's your first step to recovery, my friends. Being honest with your emotions, being honest with what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, what you're detecting in yourself, in the other. Now we got to just step away now a little bit from the emotions now to invoke our intellectual capacity, our thinking skills, our critical reflection, our critical self-reflection. Is it logical what it is that I'm feeling? So listen, Flavor, I don't know, for example, fear of getting rejection. You understand me? Obviously you're a business person. Obviously, your handle literally says promotions, right? So now let's say you are approaching a potential client. You understand me? So you're doing your part, right? If you are feeling good and you're doing something positive, you're not like doing something fraudulent out there, right? Good. You're getting the word out. If somebody says no to you, do you die? Do you shrivel up and die? No, you don't, right? No just means not right now. Not right now, my friend. And that's okay. In fact, go out there, go ask some people, just go have those conversations. Right? Whatever it is, or whatever time and space, I don't know the context there, but that fear of rejection, it's real. And a lot of us, a lot of persons, I don't think I experience that anymore. I don't take anything personally. I got so much going on that I just like, hey, all right, see you later. We keep in touch and you keep it moving. Everything is good. You understand me? I don't know in those moments when I'm connecting with the other, whatever it might be that I'm sharing, so I identify as a social worker, but I'm a digital entrepreneur. What does that mean? So you see me here, right? And honestly, like I said, I admit this a little bit selfish here because I enjoy this space so much, but I really, really do hope sincerely that it is blessing you. If this is blessing you, like it make you feel good, you said, yeah, you know what? She made sense today. Please share this, share it, because you might be blessing somebody that needs to hear this today. I'm a strong advocate of mental health and mental health awareness. These are parts of it. These are parts of it. There are persons that are out there suffering in silence. It is not necessary. All right. So now I spoke with one lady earlier this week. And anyway, so she was, she want to help herself. She want to move forward. She's not doing too well health-wise, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Doesn't matter. And, like I'm sharing like resources with her. I forget what it was that I shared with her particularly at the time. It wasn't specific to my business at the time in that particular conversation, right? But I was sharing resources with her, but I detected that she was at such a low place of even just self-worth and just really broken down. And it happens, man. I don't know how long she had been in her particular situation. I feel for her. I said, Jace, this is no way to live, right? But everything starts in the mind. I must have said to her at the time, I think I told her, go on YouTube and look for names like Joe Dispenza. It's there. Obviously, you're connected to the internet. Let's start to get inside of our minds and just start to wake up and live. Be aware. If you got to cry, you cry. You cry because you're in touch with your emotions now and you realize, oh my God, I have been in a space, in a relationship, in a friendship, whatever it is, that wasn't positive. It was a toxic space. I got to get out of here now, right? And it doesn't have to be high conflict. Now, remember, especially in the terms of relationships, and you have a narcissistic personality type that is preying on the other, exerting that power and that control. Remember, care can be experienced as control. You understand me? Right? So we gotta, if you realize this, Jesus, this not feeling right. And I don't care how old you are. If you're 50, if you're 60, I don't care where you are. It's just like, if you're hearing this message, then you're like, maybe I gotta check in with myself. Victoria, release is so important. Victoria, Rickham over there. Was I supposed to say your last name? Jesus Christ. Victoria, she has a lot. Victoria is a friend of mine. We went to prep school together, so I'm sure it's okay. And I already know what she's doing. So you want to check out it. Victoria, put in your Instagram handles for me because I can't remember. Financial Swagger is one, right? Financial Swagger on Instagram. And she's big on women's financial empowerment and so on. All right, cool. And you have Self-Care Swagger. So Victoria, it looks like we have to do some more work together. Self-Care Swagger, I'm still waiting on that one. Self-care is so important. Love yourself first. Learn to love yourself first. You heard what I said? When it's time for my kids to go to bed, I tell them they gotta go. I gotta take care of myself now. I gotta take rest to renew and refresh my spirit so I can be your loving mother in the morning when we greet each other again. Right? I gotta take rest at the end of the day. So boundaries are so important, and that's okay. So listen, Pete Cantu, my friend over there on Facebook and Instagram, he's a personal trainer. He practices what he preaches. You can see his transformation on his body. Yeah, I saw the earlier pictures, Pete. You inspire me. You inspire me. And you caught me the other day with your, what were you saying, Pete, about the chips and stuff, the food, those late night snacks. The late night snacks that are preventing me from reaching my optimal core possibility, potential. Anyways. So Pete said, confronting your fear. Okay, so you're helping Flavor Promotions. Cool. So Pete wanted to contribute, confronting your fear instead of backing down. Gotta break through. Life is testing us, people. Life is testing us. You're gonna shrink, or are you gonna or expand rather, right? You're gonna contract, or are you going to expand? We got one life to live. So confronting your fear instead of backing down and avoiding brings about a sense of empowerment. Absolutely, Pete. Absolutely. Reparative exposure. 100%. 100%. Just do it. Face your fears. Haven't you seen that? I didn't make that. Let's go browse the internet. Go browse the internet, right? And Victoria says release is so important. And a part of that release, just that's, I mean, as I said, I went through really quite a traumatic summer. And during that time, some of those relationships, I just put them to rest, and it's okay. Like, I'm like, but when I came into the realization of what the heck was really going on, it hurt. I said, Jesus have mercy. Imagine here I am being genuine with this other person for how long? Let me come out to the Jamaican. Jesus, sorry. Let me slow down. A few of those relationships were really for years, right? For years. And then I said, oh my God, I guess it's the end of the road, and that's okay. And it hurt. I don't know if I cried that on certain relationships that I no longer, have, bless them. I'm thankful for them, but it's okay to move on. But release is important. It can be cathartic, just coming into that awareness and just letting it go. Like, it's okay. It's okay. So I'm reminding you, you are enough. You are enough. You are worthy, right? You detect those feelings. They're valid. They're valid. Check in with yourself. Check in with yourself. It's so important for your own sanity and survival. What is sanity anyways? That's another conversation for another day, right? But check in with yourself. Be aware of the relationships, right? And the boundaries, and remember your affirmations. Perfect. All right. So listen, coming up to the end of this hour now. So what else do I got to do today? In our kitchen. So one of the things that I'm doing, I have a culinary consulting agency with my husband, Antonio. And so we're going to be having a live cooking class at 2 p.m. Mountain time. So you have to check. That's every Sunday, unless we are engaged doing, a private event, because we do private events, cooking classes, corporate team building, and of course the consultancy. So by the way, if you're a food operator or food operators that, okay, because restaurants, right? They always say they have a high failure rate. Great. So that's a lot. That's because often you have food operators, restaurants, whatever, that they're passionate, they're passionate about what they're doing. Their food probably tastes good, right? They love cooking, but then the structure on the back end in terms of SOPs, right? Standard operating procedures, training, food costing analysis. Antonia's very brilliant on this thing. All right. So he can help you, or food operator that to reduce waste, okay, in order to optimize profit. So he's very good on that. Besides, we're going to be doing a live class. And it's not really a class, to be honest with you. It's just something that we do for fun, really. We're actually having fun, but the kitchen does not have to be an intimidating space. And this is coming from someone who does not, or in the past growing up, I did not enjoy the kitchen. I really didn't. And as life would happen, I married a master chef, I tell you. Hey, anyways, so you want to come back and check us out. We'll be on Facebook Live and also Instagram as well. So thankfully I have a phone, I have a laptop. Here we go. You understand? Making it happen. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here this morning. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen, on this whole topic of self-gaslighting. I've been doing several of them for several weeks now, and I'm going to continue going down this little list here, okay? Because someone shared that with me. Social workers are awesome, by the way. If you're watching this or you're listening to this and you are a social worker, hey, big up yourself, because, well, I just was so fascinated with my studies, and I said, wow, all of these principles and these learnings really should be integrated into every organization, every company, right? Person-centered service, person-centered care, right? Even just enhancing corporate culture, communication, right? Understanding the other so that we have a more cohesive work team, right? I love social workers. I love social work. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm so thankful for the life experience working at the shelter that led me to this field of study. It's very intriguing to me. It's important. It's necessary. Hire social workers. Okay. That was the other interesting thing, is that during my studies, I met persons who had varied backgrounds. I met like accountants, and I met people from all these different professions that ended up in social work. So awesome. So I'm so thankful for that. I'm thankful for you taking the time to watch this. Okay. You could have been doing anything else, but you decided to stick with me. So I really, really appreciate you. I thank you so very much. Again, you've been listening to Dean Fraser. And listen, yes, I understand. Last week I got some type of warning saying warning and copyright. I get it. I really do. And I actually spoke with someone from Facebook, and she said, what the heck did she say? She said something about royalty-free music. So if you're out there, they have royalty-free music. I obviously didn't do my homework as yet. I obviously didn't do my homework as yet. And so we're listening to some instrumental here from Dean Fraser. You come to Jamaica. Growing up, I grew up in the hospitality industry. I love people. I love meeting people from right around the globe. And now I have social media, sites like Facebook. So awesome to me. I enjoy this quite a bit. But Dean Fraser would often be playing, in the backgrounds, some music there, creating an ambiance and an environment. So I really, really do like his music. He's a saxophonist from Jamaica. Check him out. You can find him, I'm sure, on YouTube or the other. You go on your head and you check him out. But again, that's it. I gotta go just a few minutes early today. Because I got something calling my attention over there. So listen, thank you so much again, and I will see you next week. Remember, every Sunday I'm here. That's my commitment to you. I'm here every Sunday from 10:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's 2 hours behind Eastern if you're on the Eastern board. Listen, I don't know where in the world you are. Maybe you're tuning in from the Pacific Coast, all right? So you're an hour behind me. In any case, there's a replay. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this, and I will see you next week. Take care. One love. Gonna shut this out.